You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. We're gonna cover all three of these and what they're for. Why do you want these? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, folks. Let's talk about the high pressure oil pump. Yes, we've made a few videos here and there talking about them. That being said, since we have all three here right now, since we got three different builds going on. So right here, well, let me get these in line. How about that? Right here, we have the diesel side billet adrenaline HPOP for your 94 to 2003 7.3 Powerstroke. We have the diesel side billet aluminum HPOP for your 2003 to 2004 and a half 6.0 Powerstroke. And then we have the River City Diesel Thumper 2 for your 2005 to 2010 6.0 Powerstroke. Yes, in the vans. For the pickup truck, 2005 to 2007. Someone's gonna give me a hard time about it, so I figured I'd talk about it. That being said, when do you want one of these? Why do you want one? What are they gonna do for you? Atomization is key. That is the #1 way I can put that. Your common rail trucks run at 30,000, 26 to 30,000 PSI of rail pressure. Your 7.3 Huey injection system and your 6.0 Powerstroke at idle, 4,000, 5,000, well, a little bit lower than that. 7 times 600, so 30, yeah, 4,200. I'm pulling a brain fart. It's been a long day. It's been a rough day. Anyways, atomization is the reason why. The plunger inside your injector generally multiplies the high pressure oil times whatever the PSI is times 7 to give it the actual injection pressure of the fuel into the cylinder. Of course, in hybrid situations, that drops to 6-ish, I think. Needless to say, we're not talking about hybrids here, we're talking about day-to-day drivers. So you have a 7.3 Powerstroke that generally was supposed to make 3,000 PSI of high pressure oil from the factory. Right here. Did you know that less than 5% of them ever produced the true 3,000 PSI? So if we take a 7.3 Powerstroke that did produce 3,000 PSI, the rare one, and we multiplied that times 7, that means at optimal conditions we're getting 21,000 PSI of injection pressure. Not bad for its time, but what if we could get it more? What benefits are we gonna see by atomizing the fuel better? Well, we're gonna see less black smoke, we're gonna see more power, we're gonna see better fuel mileage. The fuel mileage is the biggest key to this equation. And this applies to all of them. In the 6.0s, it's around 4,000, 4,500 is what we're shooting. Well, I'm sorry. It's around 4,000 is what we're shooting for. Most from 3,500 to 3,700. So if we can improve that to 4,000 to 4,500 with these bad boys, what are we gonna gain? Better atomization of the fuel. Better atomization of the fuel is where you get your fuel mileage, your horsepower, your torque, all of those. In the grand scheme of things, these are really hard to come by. It's in stock today. I promise you that's not gonna last long. They're gonna be gone like that. That being said, these generally stay in stock. Anytime you need to replace your high pressure oil pump, you need to weigh into the factor of, okay, your Ford OEM one, which is the only one you should be putting in your truck, is 700 to 900 depending on where you buy one from. Ford OEM with a Ford box, true box, not Amazon Ford or eBay Ford, true Ford, like you go on blessedperformance.com and buy it and know it shows up in a Ford box, or you go to your Ford dealership and buy it. Those ones are $700 to $900. Well, this bad boy right here is $1,300, $500 more. You increase the high pressure oil output simply by installing this, and you go from your lackluster 2,200 to 2,500 PSI on your 7.3 to 3,500 PSI. So you go from 18,000 PSI of injection pressure to 24 to 26,000 PSI of injection pressure like that. That's insane. Those gains you're gonna notice it at the pump, I guarantee that one, I promise you that, if you hand calculate your fuel. Every single 7.3 Powerstroke that I put one of these in is picked up at a minimum, no tuning, no nothing changed, just putting this in at a minimum of 3 miles per gallon, just by installing the diesel side adrenaline high pressure oil pump. That's incredible when you think about how quick this is gonna pay for itself. If you work your truck, you daily drive it, you drive long trips, you tow, whatever. Just by installing this, you get better mileage, you get better power, less smoke, the truck sounds healthier, idles smoother, all of that. Now, it's very similar in these bad boys. Most of the time, the Thumper and this are only thought of when it comes to race applications. Well, I'm here to tell you that these are not just for race applications. These are also for those guys that daily drive, that work their trucks. And the reason being is, once again, we're back to that. Say this is $899 for the Ford OEM version. Well, this one right here, $1,299, I wanna say. $13.99, blessedperformance.com to verify that. But say we're only $300 to $400 more, and you can increase the output of your high pressure oil system to increase the atomization of the fuel. And you go from 16 miles to the gallon to 20 miles to the gallon just by putting a high pressure oil pump in. How quick is that gonna pay itself off? If you drive 10 to 20,000 miles a year, guarantee it's gonna pay itself off in about a year. I haven't sat down to figure out the math. Someday I should, just to show you. The diesel site is designed for the 94 to 03. You can find them on our website. We have the non-billet version. It's still gonna put out the same amount. The billet version is proprietary. They cut it out of fresh billet. It looks badass. Other than like being cool and having a longer warranty and having higher output, it's still, this one's gonna put out more than the cast one's going to. The cast one's still gonna be better than your Ford one, which the cast one's only $100 more than the Ford. And then we get to this guy, same concept, okay? This is all billet. We have a slightly higher than stock output and a high output that's rated for up to 300cc injectors. But we're not really worried about that. We're not talking about that because we're wanting to race our trucks. We're talking about that because I promote these when it comes to daily drivers. I promote these more for daily drivers than I do for race trucks. Obviously, race trucks already know they want them. They know why they want them. They've done the investigation. But I'm talking to the guys that haven't done the investigation, haven't spent the time to figure out why they want a better high pressure oil pump for their truck. This conversation is to talk about the atomization of the fuel. That is the #1 key to performance, fuel mileage, cooler EGTs, power, torque, and clean running trucks. All of that. The more you can atomize the fuel, and I'm not gonna get too super scientific on this equation here, okay? I'm not gonna bring up some screen that shows what atomization means. I just wanna show you guys, or talk to you guys about what you're gaining by spending an extra $400 to $500 investing that into your truck, and why you want to do that. The extra $400 to $500 will pay itself off in a heartbeat if you work your truck. If you drive 10 to 20,000 miles a year, which I think the average American drives 12,500 miles on their vehicle every year. And if you have a 6.0 Powerstroke for your daily driver, you're either just an enthusiast for the fun of it, or you work that truck every day. So if you work that truck every day, I guarantee you would enjoy seeing a couple extra miles per gallon out of that truck, whether you're hooked to a trailer or not. So give us a call, 1-800-577-2698. Let's talk about why you want one of these, which one's gonna be right for your truck, whether, well, I mean, there's a Thumper 1 and a Thumper 2. So give us a call, 1-800-577-2698. Let's chat about why you want to upgrade your high pressure oil system, what benefits you're going to see about it, and let's get one of these bad boys on the way, shipped to your door. Free shipping always. There is a core charge on every one of these. The core charge is simply to get the pump back. So, and this one, there's some of the internals that they need, same here. We need the gear here. This one, kind of need the housing, obviously, gear, but as you can see, there are a lot of differences when it comes to the pump and how it's changed. But if we don't get the cores back, we can't rebuild them and get them back out to the next customer, the next person that needs the pump. So be sure to get your core back to us in a timely manner. We do ask for that. But anyways, we greatly appreciate your support. We greatly appreciate you guys checking out our channel. Be sure to click like, subscribe, follow. We got some really cool builds coming up over this next winter. We're gonna be at a couple shows here. We have Lifted Truck Nationals, we have Smoky Mountain Truck Fest in Panama City Beach. Then after that, we'll be back here at the shop. We got any level lift, we got the single cab 6.0 that we're building, and then we call it Heavy Chevy. It's gonna be a lowered 75 two-wheel drive dually with an LS 6.0 swap, and it's gonna get turbocharged in the long run. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow. Check us out this winter for some awesome entertainment. We really appreciate you guys. We hope you enjoy the channel. Have a blessed day.